Hello again, Dinky Danny here. Today I'm going to be playing one of my favorite downloadable games called Super Meat Boy. I'm playing it on the Xbox 360. It's also out on the PC. It's a downloadable game. It costs about $10 to $15 on the Xbox. It's definitely well worth it. I got tons of hours out of this game. It's kind of a puzzle platformer, and it can be very difficult. So if you're looking for a challenge, this is a perfect game. As you can see, I've gotten all the achievements in the game, including 100%ing it, completing all the levels. And what I'm going to do today is go through and play the game and try and improve my times. I was looking on the leaderboards, and I'm ranked pretty high, so I'm going to go through, try and improve some of my times, and move up the leaderboards. But here, I'll let you take a look at the intro for the game. The game's story is pretty funny. It's just a really quirky, awkward game, and just the humor in it, I find it really funny. It's got a lot of retro references and things like that to old classic games. And I didn't find out until a little bit later that Meat Boy is actually a boy with no skin. He's just like flesh. So it kind of makes sense. Once you see the gameplay, you'll kind of understand why everything's the way it is. So that's the intro. Here's the title screen. And going into the statistics here, I've completed the entire game, but to show you how difficult this game can be, I have almost 18,000 total deaths. Like, I've never died so much in a game, but it's one of those games where you die and you just keep wanting to play. So, taking a look at the leaderboards here, I'm at 744 total rank, and up in the top right you can see that there's almost 213,000 people. So, my rank's pretty high. I was playing with my cousin here, Fat Kelly, and basically we were competing with each other to see who could 100% the game first. So he and I both completed it 100%, and I've just been coming back trying to improve my rank. If you look at the overall one, it's kind of weird in the ranking system, because this guy here, he's beaten 347 levels, but there's only 310. And these guys who have 313 are using a glitch. I don't know how exactly they did it, but somehow it bumps them up in the rankings. So there's a little bit of glitching going on with the leaderboards, but I'm still going to go through and try and improve my scores. So here's how the game works. Actually, you can watch this intro here too. Alright, so it's split up into 7 different worlds, and each world has 20 levels. So you can see these levels right here. You can play through those 20, and then if I hit the X, it'll take me to the Dark World, and there are 20 more levels, and these are more difficult versions of the original ones. So I'm just going to go through. I'll play the first world. I can breeze through this pretty quickly, just to give you an idea of what the game's about. So you run and you jump, and I mean, you can stick on the walls. And basically you just run around and jump from platform to platform. And you have to get to the bandage girl, which is right here in the middle. So you run into her. And see, the recommended time to beat the game, or beat this stage, is 3 seconds. So I'm going to replay it, do it fast. And then we'll just go on to the next one. So the stages are pretty quick. I don't think any stages take over... Oh, I accidentally hit replay. I don't think any of the stages really take over 2 minutes. I think they're all under 2 minutes. But a lot of them are just, I mean, like that. It's like half a second. And they do get really difficult later on. I'll show you some of those too. So basically, as you go through here, you unlock the next levels, and that purple thing was a warp zone. That just gives you additional levels that you can play. But if you guys like platformers, this is definitely worth it. I mean, it's a really fun game, first of all. And then, a lot of people hear that the game is incredibly difficult. But if you just want to play like the easier levels, it's not too bad. And then if you want the challenge, you can get the challenge. You know, you don't have to play all the most difficult levels if you don't want to. But personally, for me, that's what made it fun. I love trying to complete all the challenges and beat my own times and keep doing stuff like that. And it's cheap. It's only $10 to $15. Yeah, so you can see he's Super Meat Boy, and as he runs, he leaves a trail of blood like on the ground. And I didn't realize in the beginning why that was going on, but yeah, he's just like a skinless boy, so it's actually kind of gross a little bit, but oh. Yeah, and if you die, like see how I just died here, it just spawns you right back in, doesn't pause gameplay or anything, so it's pretty cool. I mean, a lot of games you die over and over again and you get kind of sick of dying. This game, it's not too much of a pain when you die because you just get to start right away again. And as you beat the levels, you can beat them with an A or an A+. Or I mean, well, you can beat them regular and you'll pass. And then you can also get the A+, which is like the better time on the level. So normally if you're trying to go for quick speed runs and stuff like that, you want to be getting the A+. And in order to 100% the game, you have to A+ it. When you A+ a level, it unlocks the Dark World version. Oops. You'll see like these levels, I'm barely dying at all. Oops. But like the later levels, you'll die hundreds of times before you can beat them. That's not going to work. And it's kind of puzzles. These are really easy in the beginning, but as you keep playing, you do have to start kind of figuring out what the strategy is to beat the level, because it'll be more like a puzzle than just jumping. Yeah. Alright, wonder how many more we got to go. I think after this is the boss. Nope, still got more. See, and I've played a lot of these now, so I can beat them pretty easily, but it's getting the fastest time that's really tough. Ah. They're starting to get a little bit more complex now. Get a lot more blades running and... too fast. And I was looking on my friends list here on Xbox Live, and not too many people on my list have actually played this game. I'm surprised, because I really enjoyed it. I thought a lot more people would have checked it out. Alright, so that's the first 20 levels. I love these videos, man. They're so funny. So here's the boss. Basically, I have to stay away from that thing. Not let him catch me. And the controls are incredibly accurate. That's one thing about this game that really adds to it. The controls are dead on. So if you die, it's not because of the game or a problem with the controls. They're completely responsive. If you even move it for a millisecond, I mean, it'll be accurate to exactly how you move. So they did a really incredible job with this game. And I actually bought the PC version too. I was hoping they'd come out with a physical copy of it, and they didn't for Xbox, but I picked up the PC version, so really happy to have a Ultra Edition hard copy of the game. It also came with the soundtrack, which I also really enjoy. It's got like a techno feel to it. Man. See, it's hard to get the timing perfectly, because if you go a little bit slower in the beginning, everything in the later part of the level will be slightly off, because you're a little bit behind in the time. Whoa. Oh, what was I doing? I had a beat. That was the end. I didn't even have to move anymore. That's just stupid. That would have been. I don't even know if they timed this one actually. I don't know if you have to do it fast or not. Oh. But yeah, if you get frustrated easily playing games, you may not like this one because you are going to die a ton. I mean, you can see when I'm playing through these. These are the beginning levels, and I'm already dying. I probably already died 15 times on this level. Yeah, and I guess we just wait here. So I crushed it. I finished way ahead. Way faster than you had to. It's kind of got like an older style feel to it, like an old Nintendo game or something along those lines. Oh man, I love this game. It's so funny. Poor guy, all of his family dead. Alright, so I already finished all these. Also in the levels you can get bandages, which are kind of like secrets. If you get the bandages, they're just a bonus. You need them to get 100% of the fill 100% the game. Also, it's got some warps, which are just bonus levels. But little Mario tribute. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through the levels. This isn't really a walkthrough. I'm not going to play all the levels. But what I'm going to do is go through and look at the scores, and basically probably go through, look at what scores I got compared to my cousin. I can look at the leaderboards for this individual stage. So Fat Kelly, my cousin, he beat me on this stage, so I'm gonna go through and try and beat his score and improve my rank at the same time. This is probably my favorite song in the game. I love this song. Alright, let's see if that beat his score. Oh man, he crushed me. Huh, half a second. Oops. Man, how could you even... I wonder how he picked up that extra half a second time worth.